Hello. Welcome. I was trying to count down on my fingers like a person who can count from 0 to 5. Welcome to GeekSpaceTV. Thank you for bearing with us through our technical difficulties. Sometimes we have things that are gone wrong and we don't know what they are, but we sort them out in the end. So hello, it's wonderful to see all of you here. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to center myself on my camera and not like awkwardly. Because, I'm trying to be a professional is what I'm trying to say. You are watching GeekSpaceTV. If you haven't been here before, we are a non-profit streaming studio based out of the Seattle area, but during the Clique run, we are going to be bringing in some wonderful streamers from non-Seattle area and also the Seattle area. So today, we have our lovely streamers, RPG players who are joining me, and I'm very excited that they agreed to do this. And we are bringing back Clique, which was originally conceived as part of a one-shot RPG that has now grown its own legs and taken its own life and done marvelous and miraculous things. If you are hoping or wanting to, there are many ways you can help support the Geek Space. One of those is what you are already doing, which is being here, watching the stream, being active in chat, hanging out. All of those things are incredibly wonderful and helpful because it's nice to have people watching us do the thing. You can also support us through sharing, like retweeting it on Twitter, hosting the stream yourself. Those are all great ways to support. And if you are able to do so, we do appreciate your donations. They help us keep the stream alive, help pay the people who are here so that they can keep doing what they are doing, which is creating awesome content for you to enjoy. And we do also have the last part of my shilling plug is our Patreon. If you go check that out, we have regular, you can sign up for a regular monthly donation, and then that is another way to contribute. My words happened, and they finished as a sentence. So with that, I think those are pretty much all our announcements. We do have a new mod in chat, so you can say hello to our new mod, Trooper SJP. And I think other than... Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and introduce who our players are. They can say a little bit about who they are playing, so you can get to know them before we jump in to what was happening last week, so that we can catch you guys up and continue on with this misadventure or adventure, depending on how you want to think about it. So first up, let's start with my top corner, which is Meghan. Who are you?
Hello.
Why are you here?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm just a psychologist who plays D&D to be therapeutic and stuff. I also
really cool, though.
Meghan, I'm a psychologist out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm the DM of Clinical Role, where a bunch of other psychologists and psychology type nerds play a game of D&D. And then I'm also the co-founder of Geeks Like Us, and we produce some cool content where I'm the host and creator of Psychology at the Table, where we talk about how to be inclusive of people who are struggling with different problems play at your gaming table.
Awesome.
Oh, and my character is Lyra. She is an ASMR bard, School of Glamour, and it just loves being fabulous all the time.
Nothing wrong with that. Another fabulous player / character, Frisk.
What's going on? I am Frisk. I am a variety caster. I do voice acting. I do all sorts of things, including D&D, which is why I'm here. My character's Lulu, and she is she's a wizard dragon. She's a blizzard.
She's a blizzard. Yeah. Oh my god.
She's a blizzard.
She's an acidic blizzard.
She's a
ice
black
dragon.
lizard dragon wizard. She's a blizzard, basically. Yeah.
And she is fabulous.
Mm-hmm. She's very fabulous.
Ever so fabulous.
Ever so fabulous. And last but certainly not least, PB.
Hello, I'm PB, or Pumpkinberry on Twitch. I'm a variety caster. I love narrative games. On Thursdays, I roleplay in Elite Dangerous, which is a space flight simulation. On Fridays, I play scary games. And I love D&D, which is why I'm here. I'm playing Tad, the Bloody. She is a overly optimistic, bloodthirsty barbarian.
Yes, she is. With a very, very discomforting smile.
Yes.
And these three players make up 3/4 of Right Click. There's a doggo. Which is the best Ren Fair trash fire band that I have ever consumed
Yes.
in a DVD show. DVD show, D&D show. It could also be described as artistic, stylistic, alternative. There's a lot of different ways, really, you can describe Right Click. They are unique in all the ways. Just in all ways.
Sorry if you can hear that street racing.
That's okay. I was
Actually, our
like,
horses taking
did
off.
I
Yeah.
press something? That's the horses getting ready. So last time on Right Click, the members of the band had been hired by an individual named Elaine. Elaine was, or is, I should say, a cleric tailor, and she needed an escort to her sister's home in the town of Saerloon. She had perhaps made what one might say is an enemy of the local baron, the Baron of Kalunt, which is where they were currently residing in, after perhaps accidentally on purpose giving him a case of boils in uncomfortable and sensitive places. Also, she had acquired a lot of documents implicating him in some things that he did not want anyone to know about, mostly large-scale tax evasion, which that's something that you can get in trouble for if you have a lot of money. So she came to Right Click asking for I don't think she used the term discreet, but I think she used a similar term, escort. So a group of people who could convey her to Saerloon and get her safely to her sister's home, where they could turn over some information and get this guy in trouble. The Right Clicks agreed after some negotiation over pay. They are definitely getting well reimbursed for this. And they then began the makeover portion of the session, which involved mostly glitter and some amount of renegotiating the concept of clothing, maybe would be a way of describing that.
Don't forget the breast and tits.
But mostly glitter.
Mostly glitter. They
Yeah.
disguised her.
Yeah.
They made themselves fabulous in all senses of the term, and then also acquired some horses through means of an enthralling performance, and others might also describe this as theft. The owner, after coming out of his enthrall, realized that his horses had been stolen and informed the city guard, which unfortunately meant as Right Click was attempting to leave the town, they were stopped and questioned over whether or not these horses were legally theirs. So
They were.
But they were given to us.
They were given to us.
a
Fair and square.
slightly
Yep.
disappointing performance ensued, but they did use their performance as some amount of cover as they workshopped their newest song, Take Backsies. Was it No Take Backsies or just Take Backsies?
No take backsies.
I think it was No Take Backsies. Their newest and most wonderful song, No Take Backsies, needed a little bit more work, so they gotta workshop it on the road. But they did eventually leave the town and spent several days on the road without too many incidents. There was a minor altercation with a group of direwolves that they did successfully eviscerate, behead, and then skin to tan the hide in a nearby town. Realizing that maybe the group was not the fastest or most efficient or subtle at traveling, Elaine enlisted the monk member of their party, Honora, to more rapidly transfer the documents to her sister. The group wasn't super pleased about this piece
Betrayal.
of information.
Yeah.
They felt
yeah.
a little betrayed, but Honora was offered some additional funds to get the documents there faster, and she left quite quick and early, sometime probably early morning before the rest of the group recovered from their inevitable hangovers, and found themselves... No hangover?
Sorry, I just saw the thing,
Oh.
the donation.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Evie, I presume. So they woke up, they found Honora was missing, and that is more or less where we are going to pick up with our members of our group. Kind of slowly waking themselves up, rolling out of bed. Someone like turns over and realizes that Honora's bed is not lumpy, even like a small lump. It's pretty flat, and there's just a piece of paper on her pillow. And the piece of paper more or less summarizes, says, I know you guys didn't agree with this, but I think it's important, and also will get us some more money, and we're going to, like, I'll see you when we get to Saralyn. You all continue to be fabulous. It's, you know, it's like sort of late morning. It's probably close to like 9. They'll still be serving breakfast downstairs in the inn. You have a little bit of time. The tanner did say I was going to take a bit of time to prepare your wolf hides for appropriate wearing. I think one person had requested a helmet
Headpiece.
headpiece.
Yeah.
Were there 2 headpieces and then like a cloak?
2 headpieces.
Oh, I just
Direwolf.
want the full thing, like the
Leather
headpiece that, yeah, attached to the
Yeah.
cloak. Wrap myself in it like a snuggie.
And all the tails are going to be a
you could put
skirt
your
for
arms
Nora.
through its legs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So gross.
Oh god.
So gross.
That's very gross, but so perfect.
Okay. So it's gonna take a little bit of time. I think if you paid enough money, they might be able to do it as a rush job, but you probably hadn't quite considered that. So what do you do when you discover Honora is not there?
Oh, that weasel!
What the hell?
Lucy, wake up! Lucy, wake up!
Lulu,
Huh?
get up.
She left. She left.
Oh. Wait.
We knew
what?
it. She left.
No. I snatched the
Yeah.
paper out of your hand. Look at it.
Yes.
This. She's not going solo, right?
She went solo.
She's doing a tipsy.
She's doing a tipsy.
I knew it. I knew it. After Tipsy, I just knew it. Is the band falling apart? Are we falling apart?
No,
No,
no.
no,
Is Alanis
no.
still here? Do we still have Alanis?
Alanis has not left, or Elaine, as she is actually called.
Oh. You've given her a new name.
You-
a new
you-
identity.
You've
Yes.
given her a new name, a new identity. Alanis is still there. Would you have all shared the same room? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
So she has probably already woken up, being more of an early riser, and is, as far as you can tell, like all her bags are still in the room. She hasn't taken anything with her. She's just not physically in the room.
Look,
Lucky I don't manhandle her.
we need
I'm
coffee.
so mad. Yeah, I need breakfast. I'm
You're
hangry
hangry.
right now. I'm hangry. You're right. I'm hangry.
You're hangry? Let's
But don't
feed
think I
you.
don't know this wasn't you, Alanis.
You point to the
Don't
empty bed.
Yeah.
Come on, Tad. You need caffeine and food.
All right. Okay, I'll follow you downstairs.
I need a new pillow.
No.
Did you drool on your pillow again, Lulu?
Yeah. There's like an entire just hole that goes through my pillow and like through the bed.
It's air holes.
Expensive.
You just see me like gaze down this hole. Oh man.
Goes all the way to the tavern below. It's not quite that bad. It's a little burn mark on the wood floor, but as far as you can tell, you're not the only person who has damaged this floor beneath the bed.
Whew, this is a relief. Yeah, let's get some coffee.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you all head downstairs into the tavern. It's morning, so it doesn't have that same sort of energy as it does in the evening. It's got a much more like a diner feel, but kind of a diner full of regulars where there's just a lot of people who need caffeine and food, and it's sort of, like half asleep at the tables. There's a little bit of hum and kind of buzz of chatter, but there's no music or anything. There's no performance happening in the morning.
Should we change that?
Yeah. Well, let's get some. Lara would flag over to whoever's serving.
The server, he comes
Drink.
over. Do you like the regular morning special, or You
Is it
feeling
free?
fancy. It comes with your rooms.
Oh, wonderful. Then yes, I'll have that.
Yes.
So they head away and they will bring you coffee and offer you booze if you would like to liquor up your coffee.
Oh, I need ketchup. I need ketchup with this.
With your
Put some
coffee?
Baileys in the coffee.
I need ketchup with this. I'm just running the waiter at this point.
Okay. He starts getting more
need
and more
ketchup.
frazzled.
I need Charticlay.
Okay. I'm sorry, we don't have shard of clay here. We only have mudlow.
Oh gosh, I hate Mudlow. Screw it. I'll take it. Just bring it.
They bring you a much darker glass of mud.
This looks watered down, but it'll do.
This is our new game. You're welcome.
Yep.
And
in the morning.
eventually, you will have your food. It will be brought to you, and you'll have be mostly left alone unless you keep forcing the waiter to go get things and bring them to you. That's pretty much the only person who comes and bothers you. You would see when you go down there, Elaine is kind of sitting in like one of the chairs near the fire. She's eating some food, and she looks like she's been there for a little while.
I want to approach her, and I want to slap that food out of her hand. I just want to, like the whole plate, I just want to slap it dramatically away from her.
All right. You walk over, and she's just got like a plate.
Can I intimidate? Can I, is that a thing that I can?
Yeah, you can.
Roll the do?
I would also let you roll intimidate with strength instead.
Yeah.
So you probably don't have proficiency in intimidate. So
I pull out my guitar and kind of do a little strumming afterwards to kind of bolster the intimidation to inspire her a bit.
So roll it as a strength check. Strength check.
Okay, I do actually have.
Oh,
intimidation.
you have intimidation.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I do.
So
should I do that or?
What is what are you adding to that? What's the little number next to intimidate?
2.
2. Okay, that means you're only adding your proficiency. So roll that and then add whatever your strength modifier is.
Okay.
Because you are physically intimidating her. That's strong.
Did I do that right?
Yes. We take the first one.
Okay.
You don't have advantage, so we take the 18. But then you add your strength modifier, which I presume is 3. So you're gonna add 3 to that, which makes it 21.
I intimidate her.
That plate goes flying into her face.
Yes.
Like, you just bam, and it just smacks her in the face, and she's just like sitting there as like some amount of breakfast just like falls down her face, and just like her cup of coffee in one hand and a book that she was reading in the other, and she just kind of looks up at you and seems very small in that moment. Like, good morning?
Alanis, you're tearing our band apart.
What aren't you telling us? I want to know everything now.
I'm not. I need your question to be more specific than that.
Lies!
I
Smack
mean,
coffee out of her hand.
We're just interrogating her right in the middle of the tavern.
like some people kind of start looking over at you.
Mind your own business!
And she just like has coffee all down her, food in her lap. I don't know what you need to know. I'm sorry, you're not really asking questions.
Are you ready to go?
Can I slap the book out of her hand now? Because I'm just pissed.
Yeah, you just smack it. Just sort of like falls already in her lap.
You better start talking.
I thought you were waiting for your hides to be tanned. Not the wolf ones. The ones you caught, killed, captured, eviscerated on the road.
Yes.
Yes, we are, but we're still going. We're still getting ready. So let's go. Because our friend left, which I know you already know.
I just asked her to go because she was fast and sneaky.
I will now presume to just squirt ketchup all over her. I'm just so mad. Just...
Okay.
How do you like your frosted tips now?
I'm sorry. If you don't want this job anymore, that's fine. I will make the rest of my way there.
Will you? You think you can make the rest of your way there alone by yourself?
It's certainly
without
going to
us?
be more pleasant than this.
Oh, I doubt it. Do you know what they will do to you as a traitor?
I have some idea. There's a reason I hired you.
And you're breaking us apart.
Mm-hmm.
We're strongest together.
You're very good at certain things, but being fast is not one of them, and the information
No,
needs...
and if a band was traveling fast across the countryside, that would bring notice.
I
You
appreciate
hired
that.
us. You
I'm gonna
hired
pick you.
us for a reason. Don't ever do anything like that again. Undermining us together. We are a unit, or we will leave you on the road.
Then next time I will hire someone else to be the messenger.
Thank you.
There you go.
Mhm, I hope so. And then
I-
I'm just gonna take her breakfast toast off her lap and just start eating it in front of her.
Crunch,
Okay,
crunch,
I like
crunch. I'm going to go
Now
clean
come here,
myself
Lettuce. We
up.
need to plan for tonight's show. Come on.
I'm going to go clean myself up.
No. We have to plan for tonight's show.
I'm
and you need
covered
new
in.
breakfast.
I'm going to go clean myself up, and she stands up and walks away. You
Well,
can
that
only
went
push
well.
me so far. She was thinking.
Oh, that was
That went
messy.
well. That was a
Yeah.
great job. You did a great job, guys. I really, really loved the way we intimidated her. I
think
I
that-
feel like we got our message across.
Yeah,
As-
I think so.
As you're talking, you definitely hear like in the sort of the twitters of speaking, someone is like there. You hear the words like right click, like you hear the name of your band.
Oh, but wait. That is also very exciting, but I just realized we basically just admitted what we were doing to this entire tavern. We just told this entire tavern that we were smuggling a traitor. What are we gonna do?
We're not the best at this.
I think we have to kill everyone in this tavern.
No. I've got this.
You just so as
Lyra's gonna turn around and kind of flourish her arms and be like, I hope you enjoyed your morning theater. Doing a second encore show? Please come, tell your friends, buy plenty of drinks. This is a show to remember the right cliques.
are you referring to the show you're planning on having this evening at the tavern? Okay. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion. Or performance. I'll take either one.
I'll take the 28.
Yes, you will. As you do that, there's a lot of murmurs like, oh, that was a perform. I like, ooh. And then you hear just a cutting laugh, like, oh.
Oh no,
Who
is this a
that is?
tiefling we recognize?
It is not a tiefling you recognize, but you are able to see where the laugh is coming from, and it is
Is
quite
it
clearly
Tipsy?
coming from a table in the corner. There is a moment where you think you see Tipsy, and then you realize it is a different tiefling. This tiefling is green and has sort of different shaped horns. Hers are probably more like an ibex, like kind of longer, kind of curled, sort of more straight upwards. Next to her, there are two other women. One appears to be a human, and the other one appears to be an elf. And the tiefling sort of had let out this very loud laugh, and then they resume to begin talking amongst themselves.
Lyra's gonna go over and start flirting with the elf.
Okay. As you go over there, how do you approach? How do you flirt approach?
So she's gonna walk by, kind of grab a cup of coffee over and sit down and go, smile at the she's gonna do the thing first of like more ignoring the elf but talking to the tiefling, like, so you like the show?
It was cute.
Excellent. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name to the human.
Oh, you're very explicitly ignoring the tiefling.
No, the elf that she actually wants to flirt with.
Okay. The human goes, my name's Nat.
Nat, lovely. And you are Giggles, and you're cute.
And you are...
Lyra, of the Right Clique.
I thought that was you. You know, we've heard of you. You have quite the name now in this part of the world.
Of course.
I'm over
We're supposed
here.
to.
Just
Yeah, like
Like, are you all like
Yeah, they've
in
heard of
the chair behind? The elf who you sort of approach, she kind of leans in a little bit. I don't think you'd like the name.
Oh, really? We're performers, darling. Everything is good publicity.
Oh, that's that's an approach to criticism.
Oh, I don't like this person.
Oh.
I don't like this person at all.
I assume this is Lulu and Tad in the background.
Oh yeah. 100%. Lulu, prepare your phlegm. Get it ready.
Take a gulp of Mudlow. The tiefling, she just sort of takes a swig of her coffee, like munches on a piece of toast and like puts it down. She's like, I mean, they call you a laughing stock, a disgrace, an artistic travesty. But if you want
Oh. Isn't that precious? That means so many people have seen our shows, and how many of yours have been seen?
all of them,
I'm sure
Oh.
it's because you haven't done any.
we haven't introduced ourselves. We're Any Key.
Oh, really? Oh.
Bardance Knowles.
It is not Bardance Knowles. No.
Goodness.
Do you say that out loud? Does Tad say that out loud?
Yes, because I don't know who the hell they are. So
I mean, if they were popular, we would have known who they were. We have no idea who they
Anyone
are.
who
Any
has
key.
any like
Sound incredibly blasé.
any of you would all have actually probably would have heard of them vaguely. Not in any great like you know a ton about them because this is a like they are traveling bands. They are clearly a group of performers and names kind of travel, but you don't necessarily know specifics about them. So like you might not recognize their faces or anything, but you would like the name would be somewhat familiar to you, at least in that it exists. And
I'm like nudging, and I'm like, wait, isn't that the guy who bit the head off the bat? Is that him?
I don't know.
as you
You
Pretty
guys
sure
are
they're-
incredibly hard to find from what I understand. I think lots of people see you and then they don't even really know it was you. I've heard very forgettable things about your shows.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate for them. Seems unlikely, but it happens from time to time. I'm sure our audiences don't really intersect that much. I can't imagine they would have the same taste. But did you mention Bardance Knowles?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I
and to
did.
kind of,
Well,
Yeah, I'll
Bring
follow up
everybody
there
up to
in
the
my
table.
oversized armor. Yep, I'll walk up.
clunk,
Clank,
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 clank.
clank. Yes, I did.
We're gonna be opening for her in the Serloon Festival.
oh God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm very sorry for you.
Yikes.
Well, she is
Oh.
one of the most well-known names, so any publicity is
Yeah,
good
but she's a total
publicity.
bitch.
How's that different from anyone else in performing?
Other
we-
performers even think she's a total bitch.
I just saw what you did to your other bandmate.
Yeah, Alanis, she's...
Holy shit. Oh, sorry. Is she implying something right now? Can I roll for that? Is she implying that she knows that our bandmate is not actually a bandmate?
Go ahead and roll intuition. Insight, sorry, not intuition, insight. With a 7, my question for you, PB, is for Tad, what would be a more frustrating thing? Like, if she does know or if she doesn't know? Which one is Tad more inclined to think?
I feel like Tad's solution to this would be if she knows to behead her. So let's maybe not do that. Okay, or
as far
do that, whatever you want.
As far as Tad can tell, it is possible, but also she doesn't know the specifics. Like, she would know you threw her breakfast at her. Like, she clearly doesn't believe that was a performance, but she doesn't really know any of the truth.
Okay.
With a crit, she didn't believe it was a performance?
Yeah. I don't do auto successes on skill checks,
Okay.
but also she has plot armor.
Got it. I need some plot armor, ladies.
Plot armor is
Yeah.
great.
Wow.
Man.
What a weenie this person is. I'm bored. I'm bored, and I'll walk away now.
Okay, well,
Done with this person.
I'm
Clank,
sure
clank,
you'll
clank,
enjoy whatever part in the festival you get to play.
I'm just gonna spit out the
Do it.
just like, yeah, just a smidge and like walk away.
And as she walks away, Lyra's just gonna kind of lean down towards the elf and be like, "Let me know when you're ready to be in a real band."
Do you wink at her at all? She might wink back at you.
Yeah.
They will continue talking amongst themselves. Where did the three of you go?
Up to our rooms, I guess. I just stormed off, and then I was hoping that somebody would like come and corral me in the right direction.
As you storm off, or as
Dramatically angry.
the three of you notice, at some point, the innkeeper will have gone over to Any Key and will be talking to them.
Oh shoot. I know we have like a job to get her to safety, but now all I want to do is show up that band.
Yeah, I really
That's
kind of want to do
something
that
we
too.
could do. I really want to do that. I
Same
really
thing.
just want to give a knockout performance, and by knockout I mean literally knock them out and perform
like that.
instead. Can we do that?
I mean, she did split up our group, so I think it would be important for us to do a show or something. Like, we need some sort of unification thing right now. And also, I'm Lyra. Alanis needs to kind of solidify her being with us.
Kind of like a hazing.
Almost, yeah. She needs to come and put on a show.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I agree with that.
So let's grab
Except
her. Let's go find a place. We're going to rehearse.
She's really mad at us, though.
Too
How
bad.
are we gonna? Okay.
Yeah, she'll get over it.
This is show business. Okay.
It's show business, and trust me, I can talk her into anything.
You know what really steams me about that? Is that I will think 3 hours from now, I'll think of a really good comeback. And I'm going to be so mad that I didn't say it at the time.
We're going to put it into the show tonight.
Really steams me.
Tad,
As you
you did great. You
Oh,
you showed them who was boss. You didn't let them get under your skin. Don't let them get under your skin now.
Okay.
You've got this.
Okay, I've got this. We've got this.
Oh yeah, we've got this. We got this.
the
How are
innkeeper
you
comes
feeling
over.
about the Bardonce? Oh,
Hi.
Oh, don't say the B word anymore. I don't like
so-
yeah,
that.
sorry.
I'm very sorry, but I'm going to have to postpone your performance to any other night.
Why?
Why?
Because, guys, he's asked them to perform instead.
Oh.
That one gets it.
We warmed up the crowd, got them excited, and now you're going to disappoint everybody.
That's show business.
Hmm.
Myra,
And he
Myra.
will walk away at that point.
Shoot! Do your thing! Do your, like, stuff!
Charisma.
Yeah, that, like, enchanting thing that you do.
Yeah.
You are all saying this.
Can we go
wait.
after
Sorry. The
No, can we
tiefling.
Please tell me we can go after him.
Break my drumsticks.
Is this the only inn in the town, or?
It's a pretty small town.
I want to burn it down. This is bad.
We
Ladies.
might have a proposition for you if you're interested.
Oh, really?
Ew!
Well, I'm always up for a good proposition.
I would die for. Well.
I imagine this is like Tad and Lulu being like, and then Lyra being like, no, murder time. Like between them.
I will listen. I will stand and I will watch our fearless leader.
Wait, can we like?
Sidebar.
Sidebar.
Can we-
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, can we do something about this? Can we wait outside their rooms? Can we kidnap them and then they'll be forced to let us play?
Yeah.
We're gonna
Have
do
them go
something.
missing. Super dramatic.
The
You know,
human,
and then we can rescue them. Oh my god.
the human
my
Nat,
gosh.
she just like, you're right next. We can hear you right now.
All right. What do you have to say? What is your proposition?
The tiefling, she sort of leans in. You want to perform, as do we. Why don't we make a little competition out of it?
A battle of the bands.
Sure, if you think you can call yourselves that.
For
I
performance.
would like to lean in so that I'm like right close to her face,
Mhm.
and then I want to bite her nose. I want to bite her nose.
Roll your attack. I will give you advantage because she is not expecting that.
I'm a berserker. I'm sorry. I'm a ranger. Okay.
I love this so much.
Roll. This would be just an unarmed melee attack.
Oh my god.
So
what
it's
is
probably
what am I doing?
plus your strength.
Okay. If that's not in my
So
attack set,
you can do
Do it.
slash roll 1d space 1d20 plus your strength, which I think is 3. Okay. And if you would like, you can do that again. I'll give because I've given you advantage.
oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. You like at first she's like, okay, she's kind of with it. She leans in a little bit and you sort of like gnash your teeth a little bit and then Tad, you go for it.
Yeah, I do.
You
I want to
crit
bite off her nose to spite her face. Sorry.
her nose. And yeah, no. You go straight in and just bite it off. Her nose is gone.
And then
like
I want to
it's
spit
not
it.
maybe
I wanna
not entirely
spit it on
gone,
the
but like
table.
the cartilage.
Yeah, just the tip, obviously. I'd like to spit it on the table, and I would be like, "Have
It was-
fun carrying it to now, woman." And then that's it. I'd like to walk away.
She just screams. Like her nose is gone. Her nose is gone. She screams, and like the rest of the group close in, and they just glare at you. Like there is like a wall of icy cold glares at you, and being like, "We will ensure you never perform again." Is the only thing that comes out of the elf's mouth, and the
And
human
I'll
just
make
like.
sure.
And this is worth the spell slot of a silent image of right click above them.
Oh my god.
And thus they take her away, including the chunk of nose. Like Nat just picks it up.
Oh, I was gonna spit on it.
Oh.
Oh, they
I
are.
was gonna disintegrate the nose. Let me disintegrate the nose, man.
You may spit on the person who now has the nose.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ow. Coming for your
Oops.
throat next.
The worst.
Bring it.
And they walk away quickly.
I wish I had my wolf thing, because I would be like, "You want to see the last guy that went for my throat? This guy right here." Sorry, guys. We probably should have done that competition, but I was so ragey, and that woman was so mean. Ugh.
That was pretty awesome. I liked it.
Thank you.
The innkeep walks in and just sort of looks at all of you and is like, considering whether or not to throw you out of the inn.
Lyra flips him a gold.
He catches it, nods, and walks back into the kitchen.
Nice.
The bard,
Nice.
the server who you were like somewhat abusing earlier, comes out with like a rag and starts cleaning up the blood and just like, not again.
And before exiting the room, Lyra just be like, always tip the right staff. Probably would flip another gold to the waiter that we were abusing.
Sorry to ask, but how do berserkers calm down? Like, do they just stay in a rage, or?
So there is the official rage, which is a thing that you enter,
Okay.
and that lasts a limited period of time. It basically ends as soon as you stop being attacked. But rage is more of the thing that gives you like the bonuses to not being damaged and bonuses to attacking.
Okay.
It is 100% your choice as a player how
Okay.
being angry affects Tad and how Tad would calm down from being angry.
Okay, fantastic. I'm gonna say that Lulu is my charm. Lulu calms me down.
Does she sing the sunset song? Like the sun's
Yeah,
getting
Lulu's
low?
voice. Lulu's voice. Lulu, sing me a song. I'm upset. I'm very.
It's gonna be No's problem.
I broke my stick.
We'll get you a new one.
We're gonna get you new ones, honey. Don't even worry about it. They're replaceable. You know what's not replaceable? That wench's nose. And then we're over here just giddy, filthy.
Yeah, that fixes it. That fixes it.
So what do you do for the rest of the day then?
Well,
Are you
let's
going to
go-
choose to stay here? I mean, your hides will be ready the next day, so.
Let's go collect Alanis and go find a place to rehearse
Okay.
and practice no-take backsies and some like dramatic plays and things to make it look like the fight we got into this morning was a scripted thing for a performance.
Tad, as you walk in the room, did you clean your face off at all?
No.
Okay. There's very obviously blood all over your mouth and like dripping down your chin. And Alanis just looks at you. Oh.
This is actually perfect. I'm so glad that you're here. I just wanted to apologize to you. I was a little bit hangry this morning, and when I get a little angry, I can get really worked up, and I took it out on you because I was really scared that I was losing another band member, and I just can't have that happen after Tipsy. I loved Tipsy, and when Tipsy was gone, there was a hole in my heart, and I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me.
Thank you for your apology. I accept. Please don't throw my breakfast in my face again.
That's fair.
Yeah. Don't split us up again, though.
Don't offer to pay somebody money to then leave us. That's no. But if we can both agree with, then water under the bridge.
I understand what I shouldn't have done that. I misread your group dynamic. I really didn't think you were all as close to each other as you clearly are, and that's a wonderful thing. Often adventurers are out for the blood and the money.
Oh, we're in for that too.
Yeah,
It's just
they're not mutually
seen on
exclusive.
here, and she just like hands you a rag. There's blood all over your face. I don't really want to know what you did, but does anyone need healing?
Not any of us.
Not anybody that matters.
No, nobody knows.
We're just gonna keep making nose jokes. Okay.
You knows it.
So we need. Did something happen to someone's nose downstairs?
Don't worry about it. It was runny.
Nose way.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling guilty about it now, actually. I bit someone's nose off.
What?
On the raid. Yeah. What was her name?
Why? You never asked her name. She was just
No.
the tiefling.
Yeah, she was rude. She was being really mean to us about our band. She was a bully. She reminded me of a bully. That's exactly what she was. And it just got me really mad.
Yeah. It's really interesting how bullies can make people feel bad.
Do you think I'm smart enough to like pick up on what she's doing here?
It's your intelligence.
I don't know. Let's find out.
If you look at your intelligence modifier, what is that? The number above.
-1. No.
No, she's probably being sincere.
Oh, okay. Of course she is.
All right.
Lulu and Lyra probably know what she's saying, though.
Yeah.
Look, let's go find a place to rehearse.
Oh,
We have to put on a show.
we're doing
You
a
need to be integrated into the band very well by our performance tonight.
That's right, we're doing a show tonight.
Yes.
Oh gosh, okay. I'll be fine. Everything will be
You
fine.
can do it. You're gonna be
You
great.
can do it. You can do it. No worries. No worries.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
amazing.
Please don't bite my nose off.
I would never bite your nose off. Why would I bite your nose off?
I don't know. I don't know why you bit someone else's. Okay, let's go find somewhere to rehearse. And
Let's
you
go
probably,
rehearse.
if you ask the innkeeper, he'll like let you use the barn.
Yes.
Oh, good. Good acoustics.
Garage band.
It's a little, little strawy, little dry. There's a lot of dust in the air, but mostly it's relatively empty. There's just a little barn out back, and you're able to practice your rehearsal. So you're practicing your main number, your no take backsies.
No take backsies. Can we throw in a line about a nose in there?
Nose
No
take
take
backsies.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
You add
That
a
might
whole
be
nother verse.
the last push it needed to become a great song.
Yeah. We did practice this once already, and we've done a good job so far. So we just really need to polish it up, guys. We can do this.
And I think just like I said, something theatrical to tie
Biting
into
off someone's nose?
this morning. Missed what you said. Sorry.
Oh, I said like biting off someone's nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we do a fake combat instead of a real one, which involves stabbing?
Yeah, of course.
I like that.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yeah. So who's gonna do the fake combat?
Nose goes? No nose goes? She like touches her nose. I think Tad and Lyra were the last two for that.
Probably.
Okay, that's okay. Hey, I'm wearing that armor anyway. I'll just do the drumming and also the combat. I can do that.
I'll
I can
strum
do
and
that.
run around. Maybe I can pretend like to shoot you from my guitar or something. Make it a crossbow.
That sounds good. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
But-
I'll just cowbell.
Yes.
Okay. So you begin your performance. Let's do. Oh, I'll just say because you're performing, you will all have advantage on your performance checks. Because you have
Okay.
done some rehearsal, some practice, so this is not new, and especially for this stage combat, you can have some advantage while you're doing that. So you can just make a note of that.
Ooh, terrible. Or are we rolling later?
We'll roll later.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
To see what the actual performances look like when the performances need to happen. Anything else you're gonna go do during the day before the evening? What is your plan for the evening performance? Because right now, as far as you're aware, you're not performing in the inn.
So we need to find a field or a central square to have our performance in.
Okay, there's definitely a small square in the town.
Excellent. Who's the mayor of the town, or who's in charge of the town? Do we know this?
You can ask around. After you've done your rehearsals, you can spend a little bit of time asking some people, and they'll eventually direct you. It's a pretty small town, so there is a mayor, but like it's not his full-time job. He's also the baker, or one of the bakers.
Does he have his tray like always?
Yes, like always, with some bread and rolls to sell. And this afternoon is just the same.
It's so provincial.
So you can find him as they direct you to him. Find him at like his stall with his sort of group of employees.
Excuse me. I understand that you're the mayor of this lovely town.
Baguette?
Of course. How could I forget a baguette?
Yeah, I'll take one of those.
Ooh, this is a need.
Oh my.
For you, it's free, he points at Lulu. You do need to pay.
Look at that.
Oh.
I guess silver would be more than enough to pay for both of them.
It's probably a copper for a loaf of bread. I don't know exactly what the economy bill looks like, but it's not that expensive for bread.
Yeah. So, we are the Right Clique, and we need to perform tonight. It's a need within us. We have a special new song that's going to be. We're hoping to unveil it at the festival nearby.
Oh,
but
in Saloon, yes.
We need to do a trial audience first, and no better place than here. I
Have
want to
you
see if
spoken to the inn?
perhaps let us use your square. The inn is too cramped,
Can't contain us.
too confined. We don't want to. Our performances tend to excite the crowd. We don't want any damage to happen to the inn.
When you say the word
There would be
damage,
damage.
his like eyes like go,
Well, because it's so many people come in and crowd, and tables get rustled and chair. It's just. We want to make sure that there's plenty of space for everybody to see and come and enjoy the performance.
And dance. Do you like to dance?
Of course,
Bread maker?
dance.
Performances can be good for morale. Being a peasant is depressing. Their lives are
They're
hard.
telling us.
I'm just gonna come over and like put my beautiful scaly like arm around him and just be like, don't you want to, give the town something to look forward to? Yeah, for the performance.
Okay.
Rise to the occasion, bread maker.
Oh, God,
Help
these are
us out.
good puns. Lyra, roll with advantage on your persuasion.
Awesome.
The 27 will do it. He looks a little uncomfortable about Lulu's like close, personal, intimate positioning. But he sort of, as Tad goes, rise to the occasion, and he like lets it out. All right. Tonight, you can have the town square. I'll ensure some of the city volunteer guards are stationed around to help with any crowd control, on the condition that you clean up any mess you or your audience happens to make, and you're liable if they break or destroy anything.
All right.
You won't be disappointed.
Not at all.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness! No, I love you. You're not gonna be let down. I'm just gonna like squeeze him. Like,
Okay, all right. Yes, you're welcome. And with that, you have been given permission to perform in the town square that evening, probably at like sunset. So it's not like completely dark. And
So,
there'll
how
be
quickly and
there's
how
like
much
a
would it
small
cost to erect
wooden
a
sort of
stage?
platform stage. There's already probably like a small platform in the center of the square, somewhere where like town announcements can be made. So you're gonna have to figure out how to do your set in the round.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. Glitter. Can we put glitter everywhere? Like everywhere. Okay.
We might be like
So
getting
you have
low on our stash.
one bag of holding of glitter and one of underwear.
Yes.
Those are the only things those bags can contain.
Yes.
Yes. And
But
we
I
make
will
sure to
allow you
clean
an
them
unlimited supply
everywhere.
of glitter.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right. So, who has the best penmanship?
Probably you.
Oh, right. I start writing on a bunch of scrolls. Come see the Right Cliques at Town Square tonight, sunset, and then smear glitter across it.
Yeah.
And start-
And to start handing them out. So you're gonna do some
Yep.
canvassing?
Yep. Oh, definitely.
Anything else that you are going to do to get ready?
Oh, I would just suggest that you put on the poster that the Right Clique is way better than what the heck was that other band?
Any key?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody even knows where it is.
Nobody even knows them. Who cares? Well,
they're
that's
aka
fine.
awful.
gonna make sure definitely that all of the patrons of the inn know that we're performing, and going to be saying that this will be a performance you'll be telling your grandchildren about. You want to be there.
Oh,
Okay.
can we pay the innkeeper to close the inn for the night? Like, I have 100 gold. I'll pay that guy whatever at this point. I'll pay him. I'll pay him to close the inn, to be like, hey, everybody, we're going to go watch this performance.
How are you going to convince him to do that?
I could cast friends on him.
That ends poorly when it's done, right?
Oh, does it?
I think
they know
so.
They do know that one.
Yeah.
Never mind. Let's not piss off the innkeeper.
Yeah, I don't think there's any that you can. Suggestion is the closest.
Oh,
yes, Lulu.
Oh, yes.
All right. I'm gonna cast Disguise Self, and I'm gonna disguise myself as one of the members of any key, and tell them we can't perform tonight.
Yes.
Go ahead and cast your spell.
I'm totally going to inspire her.
Disguise Self. Let's go.
Yeah, so you'd probably, in terms of your size, you're pretty tall. So you would probably need to look like the elf, because she would be the tallest one in the group, and you would have a harder time with any of the other ones. So, and you have a tail, which basically I'm gonna say means that you just like put on a skirt, because like the tail is technically there. It just sort of becomes like weirdly invisible.
I'm just gonna tuck that tail, man. It's fine. It's fine.
You wrap it around your around your waist.
Yeah, it's basically a belt now.
Okay.
Nobody knows.
And
That's fashionable.
So you successfully cast, and you head back into the inn.
Mm-hmm.
I assume someone goes in to check that they are not actively in there when you do this.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Yes. Tad, you go in, you look around, there's no one in there, you like give the signal. Oh!
Yeah, they're probably like trying to find a medic for her nose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably.
Kind of feel badly about that.
So I'm gonna walk over to the innkeeper. Yeah. All right, cool. Hi. What was your name again?
The innkeeper? I don't think I ever gave him a name.
No?
Let's say
Gary.
Lance. Gary. I like Gary. Gary's good.
Gary. All right, cool. Gary, can I call you Gary? Gary, I know we had arranged for tonight to have, my band, the Any Keys, perform, but unfortunately we have a little bit of a medical emergency, so unfortunately we will not be able to play. But I heard the right clicks are going to be playing out in the the central at the time, and then I just give them all the information for when the right clicks are performing, which. I think this will be pretty good, but unfortunately, we won't be able to make it tonight here, and I'm so sorry.
Is Amelia okay?
Yeah, no, she's gonna be she's gonna be fine.
She has a name! I am racked with guilt!
Amelia's
I'm
gonna be fine.
Surprised that you would be endorsing the right clicks after they, resulted in the. I understand. I won't. I think trying to compete, that sounds like it would be a bad idea. I'll just say we're not having a performance tonight, and probably set up some sort of stall. Can you give me a? I'll either take persuade or perform, just so that he is not so suspicious of you endorsing the right clicks.
All right, cool.
20. We will take the 20.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds good. We'll set up a small stall and sell some mead and something at the back of the performance. Are you sure you're not going to be like mad at them or anything for what they did?
No, we actually all like made up and stuff. We passed them on the way to the clinic, and we stopped, and we spoke like adults, and we're fine now. We're fine now. We completely endorse anything they do.
That's very noble of you. I hope Tad, was it right? The other member.
Tad? Yeah, the weird little one in the armor. Yeah, no, Tad. Very feisty, that one, but she's gonna be great one day. She's gonna be really great. Greater than she is now. Gonna be really great.
Dad, you can hear all of this. 'Cause you're
I know.
inside.
This is me. I am inside. I am now mortified. I am just dying. I feel
Well,
terrible.
Thank you for letting me know. Tell Amelia that I wish her well, and tonight can be on the house for your stay, given what happened. It seems.
Thank you so much. That
Unruly
is
guests.
so kind of you. Of course. I will definitely give Amelia the best. Leave.
Saunter out. Tad, at this point, the inn's cat has come over and has just put its face in hers. What else do you do?
Oh my god, I can't believe I bit her nose off. She has a name. Her name's Amelia. She's a performer. I just ruined her life. I ruined her life, you guys. I honestly didn't think I was going to roll that well. Ugh. Okay. It's fine.
I mean,
Tad,
you didn't
Tad,
have
commit.
to.
I'm committed.
You didn't even have to roll that well. You might not have bitten the whole nose off had you not got a 20, but you were going to probably succeed in biting her face.
Yep. You had no idea that was gonna happen. Just that's life.
You drop the disguise and come back in as Lulu. Pick Tad up from like halfway underneath the table.
Yeah, like, oh god. Good
Tad.
job, Lulu. You did such a good job.
Tad, listen to me.
Yes, I'm listening.
You're passionate.
I am very passionate.
Don't apologize for your passion. Never apologize for your passion.
Okay. I am passionate.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna just pass over a beer, be like, "Yes, you are, honey. Yes, you are. Here, take this beer." So passionate.
I will have
Too
that.
passionate.
Yeah.
To passion.
To passion.
To passion.
Someone in the
I'll chug
background
whole thing. I'm also like tiny, so that's probably not a good idea, but I'll passionately chug the whole thing.
All right. As
All right. Should we perform?
you passionately chug. You head out to the square. You begin your setup of your performance. As you, what does your preparations look like? What do your preparations look like?
I
Well, we
want
have
to do lots for decoration, if that's possible.
You would like to do what for decoration?
Lots of things for decoration, like, sparkling glitter, twinkling lights around trees, just something extremely extravagant that I can do if I can in that much time. Just kind of really stick it to him as if the nose wasn't enough.
Well, we have the glittery banner too. So
Yeah.
So you have a glittery banner, big old glittery banner. You set it up kind of above the stage so it can be seen from a couple of directions.
Yeah.
You spend some time getting just a large number of candles, maybe some like magic, like mage light candles, so they won't catch things on fire because fire hazards are a big deal for performances. And sort of like set those up. You can get some streamers going. Maybe you even spend some time like making little flags for people to wave from the audience.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea.
And Lyra spends her time like convincing people to come, like sort of standing in the town square, being the team's crier. Lulu, what are you focusing on?
I'm just over here tuning my cowbell.
It's just you hitting your cowbell over and over and over again. Because it has one tune. And that's the tune.
Shh, they don't know that.
So you finish tuning your cowbell. And it is time. It is time for your performance to roll around. So you get yourself up on the stage. What is your opening act going to be? The crowd starts out relatively small, but word of your dazzling performance this morning, like people were talking about how amazing it was. Like they are a dramatic troupe. Like they're totally different than your usual like instrument bards. So this should be really interesting. Someone has also talked about how like someone bit someone else's arm off. Like the stories have escalated. Like they burnt someone's face off. They like bit someone's arm off. Like everything has become a massive game of telephone in the town, and so the crowd sort of starts small, but by the time you're ready, as the sun is dipping below the horizon, casting a light across all of the glitter that surrounds this square, filtered through the streamers, it becomes pretty substantial. Like there is not a small crowd there.
I've got light. We probably would start off maybe with some like of the most popular songs from the region, because I'm assuming we would know those.
Yes, that is a thing Tad has.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yep. That is totally a thing she could acquire.
Okay, amazing.
So your opening number.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's it. We're going to start with no take backsies. Is that it?
Do we?
No take backsies?
Yeah, let's start big.
Yeah.
Or do we want to finish with the big number?
But isn't the big number the
Well, there's the fight.
1, 2
Yeah.
punch? Oh, and then the no take backsies after. That's what you're planning on doing? Okay. So what do you guys want to start with?
So let's do some of our like other. I'm assuming we have like a whole
Poetry?
repertoire.
Yeah. Okay, let's do some of our poetry where I just like, I'll bang on my armor, offbeat a little bit, and then you can strum, and Lulu, you just give a great vocal performance and poetry. Yes, and your cowbell. So yeah, let's.
What's the song again? Oh my god.
This is
it's
just
not a song.
spoken
We're
word
just
poetry.
speaking. Yeah, it's spoken word poetry, and we're gonna introduce ourselves.
We are
The right click. Yeah, there we go.
As you continue on with your spoken word, your vocalizations, your rhythmic or irrhythmic bangings, and like Elaine's just in the background going. She's got like a pan flute. Yeah.
Can I try to roll for something? Because I don't know if me personally, I know it, but my character might know it. Can I try to wing together some poetry about, what was he talking? What did the bread maker say earlier? That they were in poverty?
Being a peasant is hard.
Being a peasant is hard. That's what I want my poem to be. I want to do being a peasant is hard.
100% a thing Tad could make her poem about.
Okay.
Can you give me a line from your poem about how being a peasant is hard?
Oh no, you're putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
being
free to
a
help
peasant. It's hard.
Yeah, always near starving. Now,
Woo! Yeah, I feel it. I'm so hungry right now.
you shouldn't have to pay for anything that you would die if you don't need.
Yeah, damn straight.
Yes.
Fundamental rights.
Yes.
Universal basic income.
Yes.
I have no food, but I'm bread inside.
Yeah, like.
Woo, bread.
Yes, and yes, that's perfect. That's great. And
Can all three of you roll me a performance for just your overall first? You have advantage on this because you did rehearse.
Yikes.
Good thing I can take the 16 and the 15 and the 27. Lyra's musical instrumentations in the background. Let me roll Elaine. She did all right. She had like a 17. That's not bad. So the musical instrumentations in the background are within the rhythm. Like Lyra does a really good job of matching the rhythm that Tad is not keeping. So it sounds like there is a rhythm to your performance. And the peasants, like, they're into it. The words that you are saying speak to them. You see, like, a couple of the, like, richer merchants, like, seem to look a little disgruntled as if they do not agree with the right clique's politics. But overall, there seems to be a pretty positive reaction as the crowd is like, yes, no, I like this band, But then someone like yells out like, I want more blood, or where's the music? So there's still a little bit of like jeering from the crowd. They don't seem entirely won over.
Mm-hmm.
I think at this point maybe move into a quick dance number, get people moving and get them happy,
Okay.
get them thirsty, so they buy some drinks.
Can we be a little weird though about it and be like, okay, now everybody, you have to do what we do and get the whole crowd dancing? Can we do that?
Yes.
Like
yes.
aerobics almost? Yeah. Okay, I'm into this. This is fun.
Like do
Yes,
Yeah.
honey. Slide to the left.
We're gonna tiki, yeah.
Slide to the right.
So you start.
Now slide. There you go.
You start trying to lead them in the magic like slide instead of the magic
The
slide.
magic slide.
As you attempt to lead the crowd through this performance, it's gonna be there's no leadership skill. This would probably be either acrobatics for your deftness of dance, or persuade or perform. In terms of just like, and no advantage on this one because you're trying to get the crowd to do something.
Okay.
I'll do performance since that's a +8 for me. With a 22.
Nice. 22. 12. And 7. Because no advantage. So Lyra manages to get a pretty good chunk of the audience following her moves, but there's kind of a general lack of coordination between the three of you in terms of what you're trying to get the crowd to do. So a number of them, like, people start jostling into each other a little bit, like the sort of overall crowd nature is a little bit discordant, as like people are, you start a small mosh pit in the center.
Nice.
Maybe not what you intended, but there's like a group of people trying to follow your dance moves, but they end up just colliding with each other, and some of them sort of give up and just sort of start smacking into each other a lot. As you are doing this, you hear a surprisingly loud strum on a harp. Just like a... That's not how harps sound, but it is how they sound when I make it. As it sort of thrums from across the square. You can't quite make it out where it's coming from yet. And that's followed by a sort of light lilting sound on a flute. And lastly, some drum beats.
Oh no.
Can all of you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh god.
Thanks.
Is that this?
Ooh, 11.
Yes. Lulu's is good with her 17, and Tab with a 1.
Wait, what?
Tad rolled a nat 1 on her wisdom saving throw.
Yikes.
I deserve it! I deserve it!
The sound of the music, Tad, sort of fills you. Like, you stop playing your drumsticks on your armor, and Lulu and Lyra, you're kind of just stuck there for a moment. Like, you're not quite entranced the way Tad is, but you're not really sure what you should be doing suddenly. Like, you seem like, wait a minute, should I listen? Should I be performing? What's happening? Lulu, you just watch this happen as you're like, you hear the music, you're like, it's nice, but whatevs, I'm better. And you see the crowd, a lot of them just they stop moving. And they sort of slowly turn around. And the majority, probably about 75%, suddenly have their backs to you as they're looking behind where the sound of this music came from. And Tad, all you can do is stand for that moment and listen as the music plays gently across the square. And that's where we're going to pause for our break. We're going to pause for a break, but first we're going to read out the donations that came through in the first half. This is not how I thought this would go, but I'm totally okay with how it's going. So that's great. That's great. Some donations that came through. Thank you so much, everybody who has donated so far, who has helped contribute to keeping the show going. Our first one, today is the 20th. I've got to find today's date. Our first one is from William_TW with 1337. This Brains donation message writing service is not currently open. Please call back later. Still awesome to be here. Thank you, William_TW. For those who don't know, William is our main Wikia keeper. He does a ridiculously good job. And I need to send him a bunch of names so that he can actually have them rather than making up spelling. The next one is from Methelian with $10. Deploy tactical glitter bombs. No one said anything about glitter bombs, but
Yeah, we forgot our glitter bombs this time.
there definitely is a thing
Oh.
that I forgot to write down.
We can still. There's still time.
Oh yeah.
There is still time.
Fairy dust.
Then there's Evelyn Botrivka with 7732. Okay, 1 gold down, finish the rest, chat. Hi, Lauren. Also, today was a stressful day of Pupper again. Love and loves to their forever home. Thank you for all giving me this to unwind with. The smiley face. You're very welcome. Thank you, Evie, for being here. Because also yours is the next donation, which is $69. Happy 420. Wow, that breakfast scene. All y'all be fucking savage. Damn. Yes. And nowhere in my notes did I anticipate noses being bitten off, but I'm glad I made them bitchy enough that you wanted to.
Yes.
And then Pumpkin One with 1428. Those tavern bullies take my lunch money instead. Oh. And Evelyn Batrivka with 1778 tagonists. You are all tagonists on this channel. God, I love this place. Smiley face. We don't have protagonists here. We only have tagonists. So you're not
Or
quite.
antagonist. Sorry.
And finally, Evelyn Batrivka with $5. Lauren, that's not how talking works. I think tails are different than what you're thinking of. Trust me on this one. I explain, but I'm pretty sure that anyone who wants to know can just Google it. Dies laughing. Thank you, Evan. I don't think you have a tail, but fill me in if you do. Thank you so much, everybody who has supported the show, who's watching it. Go take a quick break, get yourself some water, stretch, do all of those things. We will be right back in about 8 to 10 minutes. So we have some lovely fan art for you to enjoy in the meantime. Or perhaps you can use this as an opportunity to look at our Patreon. We have one of those. Or follow us on all of the various social medias. We will see you again very soon. Goodbye.
Eat some bread.